Hey, y'all. God done sent me back with another message. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, LB Johnson, back with another video. He sent me back with another video. Yeah, yeah, he sent me back with another video, and this one is to bust your bubble. He said, I'm finna use you to bust their bubble because they thought they were free. They thought they were off the hook. So I'm finna send you to bust they bubble now. So yeah, so you thought that you was over your kingdom spouse. You thought, oh, finally, I have gotten over this kingdom union. I done got over this kingdom spouse. I don't want no parts in it. I can't believe God chose me for this union. I can't believe God chose me to be in this union, to chose me for this kingdom spouse. Like, God, why you choose me for this person? Why you didn't choose me about a husband, or why you didn't choose me about a wife? Like, why you chose this one for me? Like, God, I know you got something better out there in the sea. Why you chose this one for me? And you thought I'm finally over it. Like, I'm finally over. They about to burn me on the power. But why you chose me to be in this union? Why you chose me for this person? Like, God, this person is a headache waiting to happen. Okay, and God said He chose you, and and He got you right where He wanted you to be. Cause all this time He done told you to surrender this union to Him. Let go, let Him. Stop trying to put your hands in it. Stop trying to manipulate this situation to work in the way that you want it to work. Stop trying to manipulate this situation to happen when you want it to happen. Stop trying to make this person see you, make this person want you, make this person do everything but let that person be. Like, you've been doing everything that God told you to do. Everything, I mean, you've been doing everything but what God told you to do. You've been trying to, oh, I'm going to call him just this one time. I'm going to text him just this one time. I'm going to go out with him just this one time. I'm going to go see him, or I'm going to do whatever just this one time, God. But I know, I know that you told me to leave him alone, let him go. But yet you've been holding on with dear life. You've been holding on thinking that, okay, well, if I hold on just a little bit longer, it'll work out. But that ain't no what God told you. God told you to surrender this union to Him. Like, let it go. And you like, okay, well, I ain't gonna talk to him for the day or tomorrow, but I'm gonna hit him up about 2 or 3 days, or probably in a week. But no, God said let it go. Let go and let Him work in this union. But you just disobedient. You just did what you wanted to do. And to the point that you have reached your breaking point, or so you thought. You reached your breaking point, and now you finally feeling like you're free. You're free from this kingdom union. Oh, I'm running into the traffic. But you thought, finally, I am free from this kingdom union. Finally, I am out. I am over this kingdom spouse. Finally, I am moving on. Finally, I can see other people. I can see, oh, that man look good too. Oh, that woman look good too. Oh, everybody ain't no better than. It's somebody out there better than my kingdom spouse. Now you finally feeling like that. But yet, yeah, you thought, oh, because you feeling like that, maybe God have released you to be able to let go of this kingdom union, let go of your kingdom spouse, and to move on and go find you somebody else, somebody who you quote unquote think is better than your kingdom spouse. But God sent me to bust your bubble. He said, bust they bubble. Bust they bubble. Nope, you're right where God wanted you to be. You're finally surrendering, but you feel like you're surrendering for your own reason, and you feeling like you're leaving to go be with somebody else, and you feeling like finally I'm gonna go find somebody else. But no, you right what God told you to be a long time ago. You're finally surrendering, like God been telling you to do. You're surrendering to God and letting God take over this kingdom spouse, because this union letting God take over this kingdom union, because it was never yours. It was never your battle to fight. This God union. This ain't your union. You thought it was all yours. Oh, this is my union. It was God kingdom union. It was a union that was brought together for God's plan, for God will, for God desire, whatever it may be. That reason for what God needed you to be with that person for. And now you're finally there. You're finally in that place where you need to be. You're finally where God been trying to get you what God knew you would get to. I ain't gonna say he was trying, because he wasn't trying that. He knew what he was doing. You finally what God wanted you to be in the beginning anyway. But you dragged it out for years. You dragged it out for months or whatever to get to this place finally, where you finally let go and let God. Where you finally like, oh, I'm done. But you're truly not done, because you're gonna be back right there. But now it's gonna happen in the way that God wanted it to happen in the first place. And God, and then, in the midst of me getting this message, I'm like, okay, God, give me, send me to the scripture. And I can't remember exactly what it was, but you go read it yourself. It's Ezekiel chapter 3. I started at chapter 3, verse 11, and I went on out. But you can go read it for yourself. But it's just pretty much saying how God sent his messenger, and he had them to speak. He told them, you go share this message. So this way he convicted me, right? He convicted me and was like, you go share this message in Ezekiel 3:11. And it said pretty much, go share your message and go share this message. And if they listen, that's on them. If they don't, then oh well, they will die. And if they listen, then they will live. But God kept his messengers quiet for a while, and then he let them speak again, and then the glory of God was shown. So that's what I think he's doing with this kingdom union as well. He sent you out there and you did all of that, but now he got you mute. He got you silent. He got you like you felt like, oh, I ghosted them. Oh, I left them alone. I felt like I left them alone. Oh, I ghosted them. I'm done with them. I finally was able to walk away, and they probably wondering where I'm at and what she doing and who she with and why she ain't hit me up and why I can't get in contact with her. But that's because God had you do that. You're right what God wanted you to be, and you feel like, oh, I'm surrendering. Well, I mean, oh, I'm walking away, but no, what you're really doing is surrendering. You're doing that thing that God has been calling you to do, that you didn't want to do, that you was fighting so hard to not do. But now you doing it, and you don't realize that what you're doing is surrender, like you have let go. Well, you didn't surrender, you just let go. But God is for, like, you're surrendering. Like now God can really work in this union because you have walked away and you have took your hand out of it. And what probably caused you to take your hand out of it was a painful moment when you could have surrendered to God earlier and not have to go through the pain that you may have went through to get to this point of where you are feeling like, oh, I'm done. I ain't going back. You're going to be back. You're going to be back. But when you go back, like I can't bust your bubble, but I'm going to pick you back up. When you go back, that's when that union will form. That's when that union will come into fruition. And it will be that beautiful marriage, that beautiful kingdom union that God has promised you. But this time it will be in the way that God needed it to form. It will be properly. The foundation will be solid. And everything will work out the way that God wanted it to work out in the beginning, because now you have finally took your hand out of it, and now the hand of God is at work to show his glory in this union, to like shine the light in this union, to just show this union off and just make it look so beautiful. Like it's just gonna be so beautiful, so like so amazing, because God light is shining on it. And y'all, I'm like getting like I'm squinting my eyes because I recently was saying I wanted to get a facial. Now this may be sounding like it's off topic, which it is, but then it's like bring it back. But I've been saying I wanted a facial because I hadn't been liking the way my face been looking. And like looking at this video, I'm like, oh girl, you got a glow on you. But I haven't been walking in like with God like that either late as of lately. And my face to me has not have had that little natural glow that I typically have, and it's been pretty dry and all kind of just out of whack. But now, like now that I've been like, you know, back where I'm supposed to be, getting back where I'm supposed to be, I'm like looking in this video, looking in this camera, like, oh girl, look at that glow, look at that glow. But that's that natural glow of God, you know? That's that natural glow when you walking with God. And when I say that, it's not about this natural glow, but I'm telling you, like, you may have been feeling like your kingdom union was kind of rusty, like it looked kind of dusty, like that union is not looking like it's gonna work. But once you let God put his hand in it, it's gonna glow and it's gonna shine bright like a diamond. And you know, some of y'all gonna be getting diamonds because it's shining brightly like a diamond. So yeah, you're right where you're supposed to be. And you know, go read Ezekiel 3 from verse 11 on out. And you know, you'll see exactly what I was talking about. But yeah, it's up to you to understand. And it's not for you to go back now. This ain't for you to go back, putting your hand back in it because you like, oh, well, God gonna see me back anyway. Let me go on back over there. This ain't for you to go back. This ain't for you to go back. This for you to continue to walk where you walking, doing the things that you're doing. You're right where God wants you to be. Continue to do those things and let go and let God take control of this union. Like, let him do what he got to do. Let him take control. Let him do whatever it is that he needs to do in this union. That's what you do. And you don't worry about how it's going to happen. Stay right where you're at. Stay right where you at. And you know, if I got to be obedient, but it's making me feel like, shoot, maybe I shouldn't have told them, you know, because now they may feel like they need to go back over there, and that's not the case. That's not the case. And let me get this out of there. I'm sorry, but that's not the case. Like, that's not the case. It's not for you to go back. Stay put right where you at. If you feeling like, oh, I finally let go, continue to stay right there and continue to let go and let God, and you continue to stay in that place of being obedient and being like at peace with letting, like, not being present in your kingdom spouse life and not being present in that kingdom union. Like, let God work through your kingdom union, let God work through your kingdom spouse, let God work through you, and the union will come naturally, it will form naturally. But I don't know if I got that message out properly, but I hope so. I love y'all. Have a blessed day. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. My birthday is in 7 days, and the best gift will be for you to be a subscriber. Okay, so subscribe to your girl. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. I love y'all. Have a blessed day.